Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Yvonne. I am hey.misskay on Instagram and heymisskay on Facebook. My channel is all about getting back to the basics of good online teaching, as well as helping people through the hiring process with VIPKid and Outschool. And that is what I'm talking about today, is the Outschool application process. It has recently changed. We are now at the end of July, and at some point in July, I forget, it changed a little bit. So there are a few changes, so you want to watch this video so that you have the updated information on how to apply for Outschool. Before I get into it, I do want to touch on a few things. So first of all, when you apply for Outschool, please use a referring teacher. Use somebody's link. It is super important because you will have questions. I can promise you, you will need a little bit of help at some point through the application process or even after when you're creating your lessons. And that's what referring teachers are for. So, I would love to help you. I have helped several teachers get through the hiring process with Outschool, and they are now teaching, and I'm super happy for them. So I would love to help you, but you can also choose anyone that you know or that you like. Maybe you've seen other videos, YouTube videos, and you love their personality. Make sure to reach out to them as well as me. If you do use my link, please let me know that you've used my link. I will see your name, but I will have no information. I do not have an email where I can reach out to you and give you the resources that I've created. So I just wanted to mention that right at the beginning of this video so that you know that you need to reach out to us. After watching this video, if you're not quite ready to apply, that's absolutely fine. But when you do, please come back to this video, use my link, or any of my other videos. I will always have it in the description box, and then I can help you through that hiring process. In the description box, I also have a link to a free lesson plan template that I've created. And in that PDF, you will also get an example of a lesson, and you will get the blank lesson template. So it's all there for you. It's free. You can grab it. And I would love to help you out if you have more questions about that. Now, just before we start, one more thing I wanted to mention is that you need to be residing in either Canada, the US, the UK, Australia, or New Zealand in order to work for Outschool. If you live anywhere else, at this moment, they are not hiring other people that live outside those countries. Okay, let's get started. So when you want to apply, you use my link, a page will open, and you can either sign in with Facebook or you click the X and you can sign in with an email. So you create an email, you use an email, you create your account, you put in some basic information, and then you have to do the Outschool 101 module first. Before you can even start writing anything about your credentials or why you want to teach on Outschool, you need to go through these modules. They're quick, they're easy, there's no quiz. It's just so that you understand how Outschool works. I do have a video on what is Outschool, and I do give you a lot of information of how Outschool works, so go check that out as well if you want to know right away what it's all about. Okay, so the next step is to actually fill out your application. There will be 4 questions instead of 3 that you need to answer. Now, some general rules. Make sure that you write in complete sentences. Check your grammar and your spelling. You really need to sell yourself and look good. No emojis and things like that. It's an official application, so just keep that in mind when you're writing. I also encourage you to follow the directions. So if they say to create a video that's 3 to 5 minutes long, make sure you stay within that 3 to 5 minutes. Don't send them a 2-minute video and don't send them a 10-minute video. Same thing for the other things. They put these guidelines for a reason. So please stick to those guidelines. And then give detailed information. Don't assume that they know the university that you're from just by putting in, the letters, BU. BU could be many things, right? I actually graduated from BU, which is Bishop's University in Canada. So you see that you want to really give them the information that they need and want so that you can get through the application the first time around. Okay, so the 4 things that they will be asking about are, I'm just going to read them off here so I don't forget them. Number 1, your experience working with youth. Have you worked with youth before? Again, it doesn't have to be in a brick and mortar school, it has to be, you know, did you volunteer? Did you babysit? Did you homeschool? Did you coach? Did you, were you a camp counselor? There are many ways that you could have worked with youth before. Please put what is the most important at the top and then work your way down with other things that you've done with youth. The second thing will be to list your credentials. Again, list anything that has to do with teaching, with what you want to teach. So if you would like to teach math classes and you're an actual math teacher, make sure you put that there so that they know, oh, this makes a lot of sense. The next thing that you will have to let them know is what you want to teach. I highly recommend sticking to 1 or 2 things when you apply. Don't tell them the 5 different, I want to teach art, I want to teach English, I want to teach math, I would love to teach some science. That's too much. You're not showing an expertise in anything. So make sure you stick to 1 or 2 topics that you would love to teach when you apply. You can always teach more once you have gone through the application and you've been accepted. Here's an example of one of the things that they want you to do when you apply, when you are writing about the kind of lessons that you would like to teach. So I'm going to read the examples that Outschool has given to us. So this would be a great way to present and apply. So the question number 3 is, what topics are you passionate about teaching? Like, what kind of classes would you like to do? So this is great. I want to teach classes on baking, cake decoration, and pastry techniques. Though I do not have a formal education in baking and cake decorating, I've always loved to cook. I started baking cakes and pastries for family and friends when I was as young as 8. Now I run a small-scale bakery business. See my personal website linked above for more information about my pastry business and cake decorating portfolio. Now, something that is okay is I want to teach classes on baking and cake decorating. I have a cake decorating business. See my website for more details. And then something that needs work and will not get you through the hiring process, the application, is cakes. I'm a cake decorator. That's not enough information for them. So you see, you just want to give them everything that you've got when you apply for Outschool. And then finally, the last part, which is the new part, is giving them a sample lesson. So don't stress over too much about this, but write out a type of lesson that you would like to teach. And the great thing is that they actually give you some examples of what a great lesson looks like, an okay lesson looks like, and what a bad lesson looks like. So I'm going to leave that link below as well so that you have all that information so that you're ready when you start your application. Finally, at the end, you will have to create a video. So it used to be 30 to 90 seconds long. You are now required to do a 3 to 5 minute video where you quickly talk about yourself, your credentials, why you're excited to teach on Outschool, and then give a quick example of what one of your lessons might be like. Again, don't stress over it too much. It's only for Outschool. No one else will see this. It's just for your application. And I'm going to give you a few tips about creating your video, but I just wanted to put that out there that having a 3 to 5 minute window is actually really nice. When I first applied, it said 30 to 90 seconds, and I had to redo my video, I think 3 times because I kept going over that. 30 to 90 seconds goes really fast. So now you're giving more time to actually show who you are and what you have to offer. Okay, so for your video, make sure you sell yourself. Sell yourself when you are writing all of your credentials and all of your knowledge and expertise and experience. Make sure that you really put everything that you know that would have to do with what you want to teach in there. But then also in your video, I really want and encourage you to be confident in your video and authentic. You might have watched other people's videos and you might think, oh, I want to be like her. She did a great job. Don't think about how that person did it. Think about who you are. Because if you're not going to be authentic, they will see that, and the children will also feel that in your classroom, and you probably will have a difficult time getting students. So make sure that you are who you are. If you are a quiet and calm person, show that with confidence and show them that you have the knowledge to be a good teacher. If you're normally energetic, then show your energy. Don't try and tone it down too much. Show them that, oh, I have so much energy, and your energy goes through the camera and you can really reach those students and engage them. Make sure that you are yourself. You do want to make it memorable, so you can choose to do just something small, like starting your video with a question. You can tell them a joke. You can give them a little fun fact about yourself or about whatever you would like to teach. If it's math, you can teach them a fun fact. So those are just little things that will grab their attention and just make you stand out. So in your video, you're going to talk about your expertise and your credentials at the beginning, and then after that, you're going to do a quick little lesson. Now, your lesson's only going to be like 2 minutes long, so you don't have to overthink this, but you just want to show them how you would present yourself to the students, maybe, you know, like, hello, my name is Ms. Kessler. Are you ready to have some fun? Or are you ready to learn about gravity, whatever it is that you want to show, and then just kind of show them how you would engage the students, what you would do in your class, in your lesson, and what kind of questions you might ask them. So just a quick little window into who you are and how you would teach. Again, this is why I really highly recommend getting a referral, a referrer, sorry, that can help you with that. If you're stressing about it or if you're worried about it, you shouldn't be, but I know some of you will probably be stressed about actually doing a lesson, but don't worry, it'll become more and more natural as you go. And that's it. So you submit your application. You can do some of the training in the meantime, but you will have to wait for them to accept your application. If you do not get accepted, you can reapply. You can reapply with the same email and just go through it again. So once again, this is where it is super helpful to have that referrer that can look at your application, maybe again, think of new ways that you can present yourself, but don't get discouraged. It takes many teachers, 1 or 2 attempts to actually get through. I almost forgot to mention the background check. So once your application has gone through, there is a background check that you need to do. It's super simple. You just fill out the form and they take care of the rest. Sometimes, depending on where you live, you might hear from them 2-3 hours later, and you're cleared, and others might have to wait a few days before their background check is cleared. But I suggest that in the meantime, while you're waiting for that, and even before if you like, you can start working on your lesson plans. You can start writing out what you want to do and what you want to teach so that when your background check does clear, then you are set and ready to go. There's also a Facebook group that I highly recommend that you join. It's called New and Future Outschool Teachers. So if you join that, you don't even have to be an Outschool teacher yet, but you can ask some questions on there as well, or just read through the comments to see what kind of things people are talking about. I hope I made this easy for you to understand. Please click like if you like this video and hit subscribe to see more of my videos on Outschool as well as VIPKid. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.